Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Kerry Washington, NBC Tonight.
They took my wife. They said I have to vote not guilty or they're going to kill her.
We're here now. The second the trial is over, they will have that woman killed.
We, the jury.
Where is she?
Monday and Tuesday, a block so game-changing.
I hit it before you.
It becomes name-changing.
I'm sorry, Block.
Block Shelton. Block Shelton. The Voice, Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
That breaking news tonight is in Lincoln Heights, where 3 LAPD officers are in the hospital, shot while responding to a scene. Tonight, the suspect is dead, and we're learning the officers are expected to be okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Carolyn Johnson. That shooting and search for the gunman had that neighborhood in Lincoln Heights locked down for hours, and you can see the scope of the crime scene from News Chopper 4. It started just before 4 this afternoon, where a suspect was barricaded in an apartment building near Broadway and Mission Road. We have team coverage for you tonight, starting with NBC4's Robert Kovacic, live at the scene of the shooting. Robert.
And Carolyn, the lockdown still continues here in Lincoln Heights. You can see some of the streets still blocked off, and we just witnessed some police officers escorting residents back home. Now, tear gas just wafted through the air here, as it has for the last few minutes. It is dissipating somewhat. The tear gas was what was used by police to end a barricade, and it finally ended with the death of the alleged shooter. What still remains to be confirmed is exactly how he died. NBC4 was just blocks away when the shots were fired at those officers, and what we are about to show everyone right now are the police and ambulances racing those injured officers out of a dangerous situation. So what you are looking at right now was the LAPD response. This all started when Hollenbeck officers looking for a parolee at large found him barricaded in a shed here in Lincoln Heights, refusing to surrender. Hollenbeck then requested Metro Division canine officers when he still wouldn't come out. Those officers arrived and then used a, quote, chemical agent. At that point, the parolee opened fire and the officers returned fire. Then for hours, a large containment. SWAT was brought in. A citywide tactical alert was declared. Residents not allowed back home, and those that were home were told not to come out by police helicopters flying overhead. It lasted hours and ended, we are told, near where the initial shooting took place.
They located the suspect, who was at that time non-responsive, and so they asked for Los Angeles Fire Department resources to come in. Medical personnel from the Los Angeles Fire Department arrived at the scene, made an assessment, and at that point, the suspect was declared, he was pronounced dead.
The SWAT robot you're looking here right now was brought in first before firefighters to confirm it was safe to go into that area. Now, late tonight, we asked the LAPD, how did the shooter die? And what did he perhaps die of a self-inflicted gunshot wound? They say at this point, they cannot confirm that is the case. Right now, that citywide tactical alert is over. It has been moved to a modified tactical alert. Carolyn, that just means there is an overwhelming response here tonight still in Lincoln Heights. That's where we're live. I'm Robert Kovacic. Let's go back to you.
All right, Robert, thank you. And those 3 shot officers were taken to County USC Medical Center, and that's where NBC4's Darsha Phillips picks up our coverage. Darsha.
Yeah, Carolyn, we're told the families of those 3 officers are here with them at the hospital. And Mayor Karen Bass also came to County USC to meet with those officers and their families.
My heart goes out to the officers' families who tonight got the phone call
are the knock on the door that they dread every day, that their loved ones go on duty.
Mayor Karen Bass spoke to two